Hi everyone, today I'm going to give an update on the mineralization system that I have set up. So before I get started, I wanted to say thanks to our top tier Patreon contributors. We have trueaquaponics.com. They have all kinds of neat nutrient deficiency information on their website. There's greenlifeplanet.net. They're located in the Caribbean. They also resell our grow grips along with all kinds of other great aquaponic equipment. There's glassbottleoutlet.com. They have all kinds of really cool glass bottles, spray bottles, great things for holding various types of chemicals. And also a long-time YouTube watcher that wanted to remain anonymous. So thanks a lot. Last time I mentioned, I thought maybe with this small line going between the swirl filter and the mineralization tank, it might get plugged up. And it did. Had some lettuce get caught in there. It was no big deal. So the mineralization tank looks really good. Get a little bit of scum on the edges, it's no big deal, it comes right off. And then in the settling area, the water stays nice and clean and is just bleeding right out its little hole. And that has not gotten plugged at all. A little bit adds up along the sides of the walls, but it just falls off and it goes down to the bottom and exits out. Here's a close-up of what the water looks like without it bubbling. This one's been running for about 4 weeks without doing any cleaning between the swirl filter and the mineralization tank. For fun, I thought I'd see how many solids are in each area of the system. I don't have a scientific way of measuring it, but taking a few water samples and letting it settle down to the bottom is a fairly good way of determining that. So we'll get a sample at the swirl filter and one here at the mineralization tank. We'll get one here as the water leaves the mineralization tank. And one as it drains out of the last filtering through the media beds. We'll let these settle down overnight and see how they look in the morning. Pull this all apart, see what it looks like inside. So there isn't much to this settling tube. I have a cutout down at the bottom here. This hole on the inside, that's where the outlet is. And I have this oval cutout that slides down inside and sits at roughly a 60-degree angle in there. So as the solids settle down through that tube, the angle just forces everything right out and back into the turbulent water within the mineralization tank. Essentially it's self-cleaning. You can see there's a little bit of debris clinging to the walls on the inside, but it's no big deal. And the overflow tube is still simple. It's got a little tiny hole here at the top of the standpipe for emergency overflow, which rarely is used. So the water just bleeds out of this tank and slowly fills it in. So you get a very low turn rate, but it holds on to those solids nicely. Super easy to put back together. Just drop in the tube. Drop in the divider. Standpipe back in. Turn the water back on. Alright, so it's been a day. Let's see what solids have fallen down to the bottom of these different bottles. First one is the water coming out of the swirl filter. Now I'm actually surprised that there wasn't a little bit of debris on there, because that swirl filter is undersized for my system, but there's almost nothing in this bottle. The mineralization tank, of course it has all kinds of stuff in there, and even some stuff coming up to the top of the bottle. You can see all these little gas bubbles in here, and as that starts to break down, you get some bubbles stuck to the material, and that floats it up to the top. So of course that's what that does. And here is the water coming out of the mineralization tank, and it's nice to see there is almost nothing at the bottom of that. Some really fine pieces that are sitting down there, but overall very happy with that. And the media bed, this is exiting the media bed, so it is very well filtered and there is nothing in this water. And this is what's going into the DWC beds or back directly into the fish tank. So overall I'm very happy with how well the system is filtering the water. So overall I'm really happy with this solids removal system. I do have another design for the mineralization tank that I think will work even better than this one, but I'm not going to build that until next year when I do the larger greenhouse. I'd like to thank all my Patreon subscribers. If you want to subscribe to Patreon and help support these videos and our future greenhouse, I'll leave a quick link up here. And thanks for watching. Remember that little banana tree I planted a few months ago? It's now touching the ceiling again.